Welcome to a special episode of Entrepreneurs en Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs. We're here at the 2000, I can't even get the words out, man, because I'm just impressed by you, brother. 2016 Micropigmentation Scalp Aesthetics Conference. Bryce Cleveland is the man.
Incredible.
Jason Guck,
Incredible
5
conference.
LINX. Yes. Tell us what you do, brother.
Well, what I do is we have a direct sales company. 15 years. We started the company in 2001. And what we do is it's business opportunity. So we've enrolled well over 100,000 independent representatives.
Since 2001, you've enrolled over 100,000
independent representatives or independent contractors that sell our products and services. Everything from residential energy, gas, electricity, home phone. We had a voice over IP company. Now we're doing television, TV. In addition, commercial services, credit card processing for businesses, capital for businesses. And then we recently, about 2.5 years ago, got into the wellness line, offering coffee and healthy coffee, which is Montevita, has MCT oil, lemon seed, a healthy tea. So a variety of things that, basically saving people money on bills that they're going to pay anyways. People pay for coffee every day, 2 billion cups of coffee drinking every day, so we have a healthy coffee. And we provide opportunity for people to provide those services, whether services or products, to people they know and earn a residual income.
These are people that are already into other industries, perhaps, that want to either supplement their income or that they want to make this a full-time.
Yeah, primarily I'd say 95% of our distributors are spare time, part-time. A couple hours a week, looking to make plan B, additional income, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, maybe to move into a nicer car, move into a nicer home, just looking to supplement. And then for some of them, they start to see the results and they ultimately can become their plan A.
So Jason, these are people or these are products that we're already using anyway.
Right. I mean, think about this. I mean, you turn your light switch on every day, right? You turn your lights on, you heat up your home, you air condition your home, you watch television. Every month, you pay a bill for using these services.
Absolutely.
So basically, instead of paying that bill you're going to pay anyways, when you pay the bill, somebody's getting paid on it. We allow that someone to be you.
You're taking advantage of scale? Are you taking advantages of maybe surpluses in some of these industries to be able to get a lower price for the consumer? Is that? I mean, what is my incentive of maybe signing up?
That's a great question, and really what it is, again, you're going to pay these bills anyway, so setting up your own service is number one. And then when we use something good or we do something good, we like to tell people. Word travels fast. So if you're drinking a good coffee, you tell somebody, right? If you're saving money on your utility bill, you're going to tell somebody. And what we basically do is we cut out the middleman. So there's no commercial marketing, so there's no television, there's no internet. Basically, it's word of mouth marketing. So I'm going directly to my neighbor, directly to my mother, sister, and saying, hey, would you do me a favor, try my service? And here's our attitude is this in business. If we can't save you money, we don't want your business.
Sure.
So we want to put everybody in a better position. If we can create real value for customers, it creates true residual income for our distributors.
When you saw, or when you realized, Jason, back in 2001, 2002, the different markups on all these services that we are as that you were using yourself, you're like, wait a minute, I mean, what's wrong with this picture? I mean, why are we so?
It's really incredible, and what we recently just did, just 10 days ago, was we launched a product called TV. TEEVEE, which is over-the-top television. It's a new term you're going to be hearing about. And really it's about, to me, opportunity is about getting in front of shifts of wealth.
Right.
We position ourselves with the voice over IP industry when the timing was right. Then the timing was right in the utility industry with the deregulation and it allowed competition. And now, right now, there's opportunity right now, right in the middle of this, the cable and the direct TV industry or the satellite industry. And you see more and more like the Netflix, it's a $60 billion market cap. They're ahead of their time. And that's happening more and more where they're going direct to consumer with the networks. So with TV, which is a new 5 LINX company, what we did is we basically lowered your television bill. My direct TV bill was ranging between $300 and $350 a month.
Sure.
And so I just recently cut it off, and now with TV, I'm paying $70 and get all the same aspects, five different televisions.
You got 5 different television sets in your house. You were paying between $300 and $400 for the direct TV. You're getting access to the same channels. So the quality didn't come down.
Exactly.
But the price of what you're paying on a monthly basis came down Dramatically.
Over $200. So the savings is real.
How is that possible?
Well, because competition. Here Obama said this. He addressed the nation. Our president addressed the nation, and he said, the average American is spending $230 a year just to lease their cable equipment before they even pay for television. Just to lease it.
That's true.
Right? So you're paying for your box $10 a month. You're paying for HD. You're paying for DVR services. And now this is on every single television that you want TV on, that you want cable or you want satellite. So when I looked at my home, I was paying for each one of these boxes, each HD, each DVR.
I got to ask you this, Chris. So how many of these aha moments have you gotten in your life?
Yeah.
Because this is just one of the, you got the TV, you got the coffee thing. So how many of these?
There's so many opportunities, and it's really about zeroing in and focusing in on the right opportunities. Because you can't be the jack of all trades.
Right.
But again, what we do at 5 LINX is we create opportunity for our distributors, and everybody has their niche, but where we can create real value on bills people are already paying. And to me, that's, for our opportunity, it makes it a no-brainer.
So the main, the foundation for everything that you do, you're already paying these bills. Just reduce the cost of what you're already using.
By converting to a 5 LINX company.
By converting to a 5 LINX company, don't rethink the wheel. I'm not going to come up with the next Google phone. Nothing like that.
Exactly.
You're already doing this thing. You're already consuming these products.
We basically say if it doesn't pay you, it doesn't stay. So if you want to become a 5 LINX representative or independent business owner, if it doesn't pay, it doesn't stay.
That's genius.
Thank you.
And you started this in 2001.
I did. Myself and a partner, Jeb Tyler. We wanted to create an opportunity where, one, it was a no-brainer when somebody heard about the opportunity, but two, again, where it created real value. And what we wanted to do for representatives was create a business where it was win-win. Because if the company's winning, but you don't feel like you're getting as much, or the representative's winning, the company's not, being profitable, then it's ultimately not going to be long-term. And so we wanted to create an opportunity where the more representatives win, the more the company wins, as long as the compensation plan's fair.
And you have over 100,000 people that you can you've got probably the best job in the world, dude, because you're just looking around, okay, what else is people what else people are spending their money on?
It's a lot of fun.
Send out an email to 100,000 people, okay, this is what we have now.
It's a lot of fun. And I've watched Bryce and what he's done, and he actually just came to one of our conferences, and our conferences can get up to as many as 10,000 people at an event, and it's a lot of fun to see what you've created from day one. When you just had a concept, you didn't have a name of the company, but our whole foundation was just put people first, and to see what Bryce has created with Scalp from his own initial thinking about creating a difference for himself, because he had a deficiency, and he wanted to create a solution for his own baldness.
Yep.
And you look at his hand, you see all the tattoo marks and all the tracking. He got it on his leg, and I mean, it's genius. But it also speaks to his passion, how passionate. Now, what it's done for his life personally, his confidence, and now he's, instead of just being selfish and saying, "Well, this is great for me. My wife did it on my head," he's really taken that, and he's created such an opportunity and a movement with this first Scalp conference here, that he's really just sharing this vision. And I believe that this is another industry that's at its infancy stages.
Yes, it is.
Right? And I can relate, because when I was 19, 20 years old, my hair was falling out, and thank God that they came up with Propecia, because it stopped the falling out. But I remember looking at doing Rogaine and doing minoxidil, and looking at the Bosley Institute and all the hair replacement transplants, and it was nervous. You're scared. And so I can relate to the fear that people go through, that men go through, and the confidence. You don't want to lose your hair, and to see what he's been able to do and create this movement, that I believe that in the next 5 years, this industry is going to be so viral, and it's really because someone like Bryce is really pioneered the message. He's pioneered a lot of the processes, the techniques, the systems, the training.
Perfected it.
And to see him create such an incredible opportunity around his vision, and just helping entrepreneurs get involved in a business that they can help people, and then it can become that much more viral. But all the people that he's impacting by giving them confidence back. And I look at somebody I talk about all the time. I keep him on my phone because I always want to show, and I'm so proud of what Bryce has done. I always want to show the picture. And there's a gentleman that we're good friends with. His name's Corey Humphreys, and Corey works for Scalp now. He's all over all the pictures and all the posters. But I can remember when Corey, before he got his head done, I didn't know he was really bald. He used to wear a hat all the time. And I didn't really like hanging out with Corey much because he was always like quiet and shy and didn't talk much, and I didn't really like hanging out with him a whole lot. And then to see him go through the procedure and to see the before and after pictures, amazing what it's done to his life, his confidence, his success. He's a six-figure earner now. And I believe that's just so much of the confidence that he has because of he doesn't have to worry about his hair. You don't have to walk around with a hat on. You can't, you're not going to have a hat on in business interviews. But it was a lack of confidence. And the before and after pictures are amazing. But knowing the guy before and seeing the man he's become now, and I really relate. I said, Bryce, and I get passionate about it. I get goosebumps thinking about like how you changed this kid's life.
Because you've seen it. And this is somebody that you knew before and after.
Before and after. I see it today, how much he's changed his life. And Corey's so passionate about what it's done for him. He's now a sales representative for Scalp. He's all over the posters. And I think he does it just more, again, because what Bryce has done for his life and given that procedure. And I look at, again, what Bryce did in inventing this, he could have just kept it there and not ever told anybody that it wasn't real hair.
Sure.
And everybody, I remember looking at Bryce before, I didn't know it wasn't real. And then when somebody tells you, you're like, wow, that's not hair.
Well,
I see it over and over and over again. So it's funny when I come out and see Bryce out here in Scottsdale, because I live in New York and where Bryce is originally from. And when I come out and when I'm with him, I start looking at people's heads just because that's what he does. So I start looking at heads. We're in restaurants, and you'll see guys that have they've made the decision to shave their head because they're going bald.
Sure.
Right, but then after 2 or 3 days, it grows in, and it was somebody called it a cul-de-sac. Guys at the cul-de-sac, and I call it a toilet seat. You got the toilet seat head. And I was just laughing. I was just counting in the restaurant. I go, that guy's got a toilet seat on his head. That guy's got a toilet seat on his head. And like every restaurant you go to now, you'll be conscious of it, and you'll look at guys, and they grow in 2 or 3 days, and they got the shadow. So it's like, why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you, have that confidence? So if you've already gone to the level of shaving your head bald, why wouldn't you want to fill it in?
And I think that part of it is because of lack of knowledge, lack of education, and this is what this kind of conference does, right? I mean, it spreads out the word.
It does.
Just get the word out. Oh, there's an alternative to maybe the hat or Ron Pump. What was it?
The spray.
Ron the spray.
Putting the tape on and the spray. And he was telling me a story, and I'm like, man, you got to share the story with everybody. It's so, when you hear what you went through and what other guys go through, and you went to the extremes, but then you created a solution. And I think that's how a lot of businesses are founded, and great inventions are because people are looking for their own solution.
Why 5 LINX? Why the name 5 LINX?
That was probably one of the hardest things that we had to come up with was the name. Right, we had the concept, we had everything.
You got it all.
It came down to having, in today's day and age, you need to have a website. You need to get, you get a trademark.
Yep.
But it really became it was 5 principles to success, and the foundation that was built behind the company, again, about representatives come first, and then the 5 principles were freedom, integrity, vision, opportunity, and success,
which are in your ring.
Yes.
Just go like that, brother. Just go like that. I love it. My new best friend, man, Jason Guck, man. What a pleasure, brother. I mean, what just inspirational.
So when you see guys with this ring, the ring's great. It's like people at our top position called Platinum Senior Vice President.
Yep. They get a ring.
The top sales position. They get a ring, but the better than the ring, we give them a ring and a Bentley. So
a ring and a Bentley.
Ring and a Bentley. We've done 33 silver Bentleys in the country. 33
of these beautiful rings and 33 Bentleys.
Right. Either a ring or women get a pendant. Women get a pendant.
And the Bentley.
And the Bentley.
They can pick the color of the Bentley.
No, it's got to be silver.
It's got to
represent the 5 LINX colors. But the last thing I want to say about Bryce, this is a pleasure talking with you.
Thanks.
Is really, again, the timing. There's a shift of wealth taking place. There's a great opportunity in front of this whole scalp micropigmentation movement. And as people become aware, it's the individuals that really take advantage of it and go to work. It's the 80-20 rule. It's still going to be the 80-20 rule. It's something you're not going to change. But 20% of the people, like you have 100% to see it.
Yep.
80% are just going to do enough to create a living for themselves. 20% are really going to take it to the next level. And I believe that you're going to see a lot of multi-millionaires because they took action.
Fantastic.
At a time when the timing was right in this industry.
And you have seen it before, and you see it now. The timing is right now.
Timing is everything in business.
Jason, take us out. So just say, we're out. How about that?
We're out.